Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this post, I would like to talk about possible life challenges of people born in January. Most of the people on our planet function according to their portrait archetype composition. One position in the portrait describes the nature of lessons that your soul is going to face in midlife. Midlife is a very important period of our time here, so it is a good idea to make the most of it. If you were born in January, then this video is for you. Before we begin, however, I would like to explain why it is so important to understand our midlife lessons. Our soul comes here to accomplish certain things and to gain certain knowledge, to grow and evolve. This is a natural universal process according to many spiritual texts. Therefore, circumstances we face in our life are never random. One important period in our life is somewhere in the middle. This is the time when we are not children anymore, yet are still very young. The specific time frame of this period could be different for everyone. Some people started at 18 and some started at 25. The same applies to the ending dates. Some might end it at 40 and some might end it at 50. It all depends on the individual and the way they live through their portrait. Circumstances that are created during this time provide us the opportunity to gain deeper experiences our soul needs. When we understand the nature of our lessons, we face life challenges from a different perspective. We go through them faster and with more ease. Soul portrait points out the nature of our lessons. Once we admit our flaws and begin to function honestly with ourselves and this world, some amazing things start to happen to us. We then clarify certain beliefs, answer some of our personal questions, expand our boundaries, and set ourselves properly on our divine path to reach our soul's mission. Eventually, when we reach our true soul's mission, we get closer to reaching our higher potential. Now tell me, who doesn't want this? Now let's take a look at one common aspect which dictates the nature of lessons people born in January could face in their midlife. Again, I have to remind you that there is a range of many possible aspects, but I select a common one that I talk about in my videos and articles. Unconsciously, people born in January are going to have a tendency to recreate this specific life lesson. It is certainly worth mentioning because it relates to speech. Manifestation through voice is something where you might end up having a variety of lessons in the middle of your life. It is possible for you to look for other forms of self-expression. For example, you might be a writer because you find comfort in this type of form of communication. Also, you could try to express yourself through visual art, your own body as a dancer, or some kind of sports activity. By the way, it doesn't have to be a professional endeavor. It could be your favorite hobby. You engage into it not only because you simply like it, but also because deep down inside, you might be shy to talk. You might be shy to vocalize yourself and express yourself. You try to steer away from the speech-related forms of communication because it might be uncomfortable for you. Little did you know that this could be one important lesson that your soul needs to go through in this life. Also, there are people out there who might deal with speech-related health problems if they're born in January. But again, it doesn't have to apply to everybody who is born in January. It's just one of those things that could happen, but it does not necessarily apply to everyone. Things like an extreme fear of public speaking is very possible. Ironically enough, life might put you in those situations often, so that you can deal with them. There is also a likelihood of other people devaluing what you have to say. Friends, family, peers might laugh at your words and they might not take you serious enough, and they might joke about the way you speak. All this is done for you to recognize what your focus should be. In conclusion, let's see what could be done to help bring this aspect into a positive light. The reason you're being held as an object of ridicule is so that you learn to express yourself through your speech and your voice. If you feel that this is your case, then accepting and embracing this midlife lesson will be crucial for you on your path. At this point, you're aware that you cannot avoid speech-related encounters, as this is something your soul came here to do. The faster you learn to work with it, the better it is for you in the end. You need to understand that based on synthesis of this position with other arcana in your portrait, this lesson can hold you back firmly in life. Going straight into it, on the other hand, will help you move forward, and it will also help you to move forward in your soul portrait. Here is what you can do to help bring this speech-related aspect into the positive end. You could take some speech-related or public speaking workshops. Acting lessons or singing lessons could also help. It would be advisable for you to make good use of your voice in your job or career. Also, watch how you speak and what you say to people around. Be mindful of the way you communicate with others. Thank you for watching this video to the end. Your likes will be appreciated. And if you find this topic interesting, subscribe to my channel for more videos like this.